In today's breaking story, Donald Trump just stormed Pete Hegseth's office and proceeded to scream in his face. That's right, Donald Trump continues to get more and more unhinged. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, as I was saying, Donald Trump is absolutely unhinged, and now even Fox News is mentioning how prices are rising under Trump.
Okay, last topic. Beef prices hit record highs as nationwide cattle inventory drops to the lowest level in 70 years. If food prices, beef prices don't get under control, Republicans are going to have a problem next year.
I think Republicans will have a problem, but we also have to think of why this happened. Look, there were severe droughts, Texas, Kansas, I think Oklahoma, and other states where, ranchers predominantly work. And when they lost all their grass, they had to basically, according to one guest who joined Fox Business, liquidate their cattle. That being said, because we're seeing other prices drop, I'm hopeful that we will see these prices eventually drop. But good to have demand.
Brianna, thank you so much for joining us, and come back again.
Thank you.
And this is going to continue to spell massive issues for Republicans moving forward.
The president is going to use his office. He and the OMB director are going to try to pressure the Democrats as much as they can. You saw they're making cuts to the MTA up in New York on the big Gateway Tunnel project, the threats of the firings, the cuts of funding to blue states on the renewable energy programs. So that's what they're doing, and so they're putting heat on the Democrats. But I think they can go too far. And like I said, this shutdown reminds me very much of 2013, when Republicans said they were going to defund Obamacare, and if they didn't get that, they were not going to vote to fund the government. I'm going to hold my breath until you turn blue. We all knew it was a dumb idea then. It was a bad idea. They got nothing for it. Democrats are in a similar predicament. But Trump and Vote are going to make this really hard on Republicans. And at the end of the day, not in the shutdown, but after the shutdown's over, Republicans know they're going to have to address the premium subsidies. And Glasser is probably right that Trump is overdoing it. If he makes these cuts on the employees massively, as has been in the past, we have seen that during DOJ, many of those firings were deemed illegal by the courts. Same thing could happen again now because they probably violate appropriations laws, and that how can they pay a severance? Congress has to approve a severance package. They're not doing any. They're not coming to Congress for any of this. So I expect they could lose in court should they go through with their threat to lay off all these people.
And now Donald Trump just stormed Hegseth's office and yelled in his face. That's right. Take a look at today's top story.
Last time that somebody yelled at you?
Last time I was in the Oval Office. President Trump's the boss. He sets the tone. If you don't get it done, he'll let you know about it. So that's probably it.
And
what you just saw was Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth caught on camera admitting that the last time he was in the Oval Office, President Trump yelled at him for failing at his job. The admission came during an interview with Fox's Peter Doocy, who asked Hegseth when someone last raised their voice at him. Without hesitation, Hegseth responded, "Last time I was in the Oval Office. President Trump's the boss. He sets the tone. If you don't get it done, he'll let you know about it." Hegseth refused to say exactly what he had failed to deliver on, but the fact that he publicly acknowledged being shouted down by Trump is striking. Rarely do top cabinet officials admit to being berated by their boss, let alone on national television. The moment also underscores how Trump manages his inner circle. Through fear, humiliation, and constant pressure, Trump has long prided himself on demanding loyalty and results, but this candid remark confirms just how aggressive those confrontations can be behind closed doors. For Hegseth, the admission is a major embarrassment, raising questions about whether he is truly in control at the Pentagon or simply taking orders under the threat of Trump's anger. And for Trump, it is another reminder of a leadership style defined by volatility, one where even his closest allies are not safe from public scolding. The defense secretary may have tried to laugh it off, but his words tell the story. The commander-in-chief yelled at him in the Oval Office, and he is not denying it. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.